All right, it's getting really cold out here, and in the next week it's supposed to be down to 13 degrees at night. Now that is getting a little extreme, a little more than I can handle, and I have to really dig deep here. I have to figure out, do I want to make a big jump in my car? What if I drove like 2 hours south, just try to go as straight south as I can, maybe like wind up in central Oregon or something? Could I improve my the could I get in a better environment to be able to stay warm at night? That's my condition. That's my concern. See, I've never really had to worry about jumping around so much until I got to more of the inland area. On the coast, it's not a concern at all, really. But except for the rain, but you can't you can't escape the rain, north or south, whatever. It's still hitting you. But in when you get more inland, it's difficult to find any decent warm pockets. If you look at the map, the Cascade Range really makes a difference on whether the climate is warm or not. You just see a line, this like unmarked, but it for the heat map, you could see the line that shows the Cascade Range um, blocks a lot of warmth. Um, I was originally thinking about going uh, like east, north, or southeast, but if I go on that path, there's a lot of purple on the map. There's a lot of cold conditions going southeast. It must be going into a higher elevation. So it just doesn't make sense to do that, especially with the cold really hitting hard. I think it might be better to just go south and back west in a way, southwest. I'd like to stay on the east side of the Cascade Range if possible, and maybe just follow them south or something. I was more interested in going east, but that weather is crazy cold, and I really don't have the gear. If I got more gear, I would be filling up my car even more. And I only have so much room. And if I could just, I got a little bit of gas. I could, the car works fine so far. I could make a big jump. I don't like making big jumps. I like to go from city to city, but um, as bad as it's gonna get for the next week, it might be best to skip a couple of cities, like skip a couple of libraries, and just to try to get to warmer weather. You go an hour south, you can improve the weather by a degree or so. It's becoming a big concern when it gets into the teens like this. The 20s are fine, but when it gets below the 20s, the teens, from what I remember in Wisconsin, it starts hurting my face. I start getting early signs of frostbite, which are red marks on my face, and it's not good. Um, and then, the sun, that's a concern in the summertime. I hate having to jump such long distances, because as much as I have to jump for the cold, for long distances, I also have to do that for the summertime too. It's really a concern. I only got so much money to make big jumps inland, and it's really stressful on the coast because they really patrol that a lot. Well, inland's pretty tough too. Everywhere is pretty tough, I guess. But I mean, nobody inland I've never seen has a law against sleeping in your car with a $700 fine. Um, but yeah, I'm in quite a predicament with with the weather right now.